There's a common saying in the world of forestry: no tree is too tall, no stump too stubborn. In this field, machines and workers alike are constantly facing the impossible. But it's not just about the trees and timber. It's about the immense power, engineering, and determination that go into completing each job. Every day, these tough machines take on the most challenging tasks, pushing the limits of what's possible. And it's not just about doing the job. It's about doing it with precision, strength, and a relentless drive to succeed. The battle begins right from the start. It's a constant reminder that in this line of work, complacency is the enemy. Even the most experienced professionals can face unexpected challenges. And the key to overcoming them is reacting quickly and adapting to the situation at hand. This is a critical lesson for anyone working in high-risk fields. Staying alert, always learning, and never taking your skill set for granted. Take, for example, a logger working high in the air, facing the difficult task of cutting down a dead tree. A tree may seem stable, but when it's dead, it's anything but. It's full of hidden weaknesses that could snap unexpectedly. Every cut has to be made with care, and every decision counts.
Wow. It's dangerous.
One wrong move, and the consequences could be catastrophic. This situation underscores just how vital it is to respect the environment you're working in and to never take your safety for granted. The height, the wood, the technique. Every detail matters when you're working with such towering, dangerous elements. Moving on to the next challenge. Think of the task of cutting through massive, thick trunks of wood. The level of force required to bring down these giants is unimaginable. But these machines aren't just about raw strength. They're about precision. They wrap around the wood like a vise, ensuring that every slice is perfect. The tools involved are designed not only to cut, but to do so with extreme efficiency, making every job feel effortless. It's an incredible feat to watch, and it's clear that these machines were built to handle jobs that most people wouldn't even attempt. But even with the right tools, it's not always as simple as it seems. There are always unforeseen elements in play, especially when dealing with dead trees or large, unstable sections of timber. The moment you think everything is going according to plan, a hidden weakness can appear, and the entire situation can quickly turn dangerous. This serves as another reminder that, in forestry, you can never let your guard down. The work is physically demanding, but it's also mentally challenging, requiring a constant assessment of risks and rewards. Then we have the job of processing and managing logs and timber at a high volume. In these situations, the focus is on efficiency. Whether you're chipping wood or shredding logs, the goal is to complete tasks faster and smarter.
Сучки, это грибов. Просто аж хрустит. А, подтащила.
Пошла, родимая. О, как Богу, как руки пойдет. Да, вот она будет тайгу надо, Т4.
This means having the right machinery for the job. Equipment that can handle large amounts of material quickly without compromising on safety or quality. When machines can easily switch between different modes, it allows workers to adapt to the task at hand with speed and accuracy. The result is more work done in less time, and that's the kind of efficiency that makes all the difference in a fast-paced industry. And then there's the matter of firewood production. Gone are the days of using a simple axe and splitting maul to prepare firewood. Today, firewood production has evolved into a highly efficient operation. Imagine the whole process happening on wheels, with a truck capable of sawing logs, splitting them, and loading them all in one go. What once took hours of manual labor is now done in mere minutes.
Пойдемте быстро. О!
This is the next level of firewood production. No more backbreaking work, just efficient and seamless operations. The size of the trees being worked on is another jaw-dropping factor. Some trees can be massive, towering over 80 or 100 feet tall. Trying to bring one of these down isn't just about strength. It's about strategy, skill, and a deep understanding of how to manage such an enormous task. Cutting down a tree this size requires careful planning and execution. The teams working on these trees are like real-life lumberjack ninjas, scaling great heights and handling powerful chainsaws with incredible precision. It's a sight to behold, and the level of expertise involved is truly impressive. Let's move to the tools used for cutting. Some of the most powerful saws used in the industry today are designed to make the job as smooth as possible. They're not just designed for power, they're built for user-friendliness, too, with features like swing blades that allow workers to dimension their lumber on site. These machines eliminate the need for heavy lifting or flipping of logs.
Feel free, guys.
Open design of these tools ensures that workers can access and move the timber with ease. In the world of forestry, efficiency and practicality are key, and the latest machinery truly reflects this. What stands out with some of the latest equipment is the way it combines power with fuel efficiency. Fuel is one of the biggest costs in the forestry industry, so machines that can get the most out of every drop are a game changer. With these advancements, logging operations are not only more productive, they're also more sustainable. The ability to adapt these machines to different tasks, terrains, and conditions makes them incredibly versatile. Whether you're working on rocky, uneven ground or need to adjust for a specific type of timber, the right equipment makes all the difference. However, despite all the power these machines offer, one key aspect is always overlooked: safety. Watching some of the high-risk operations can make you marvel at the strength of machines, but we must always remember that safety should come first. It's crucial to take extra precautions when working with heavy equipment, especially when performing tasks that can result in dangerous situations if something goes wrong. Proper setup and safe practices should always be a priority because a few minutes spent securing the job could prevent months of recovery. Safety is always a crucial aspect of every project, and no matter how tough the machine is, the operator's well-being should never be taken for granted. Looking to the past, we see that not all methods of logging require modern equipment. In some places, old-school techniques are still alive and well. The use of crawler tractors for skidding logs, while slower than newer machinery, proves that there is still value in traditional methods. These older machines may not be the fastest, but they are reliable, and with proper care, they can do the job just as effectively as the latest models. There's a deep respect for these old tools, as they remind us of the craft and skill involved in the job. Sometimes, the most reliable option is the one that's been around the longest. Let's talk about stump removal. Anyone who's ever had to deal with stubborn stumps knows how difficult the task can be. But the latest machines make this job quicker and more efficient than ever. They've been designed to grind through stumps with ease, saving time and reducing the amount of physical labor involved. What once was a strenuous and time-consuming task is now something that can be done in minutes, thanks to these powerful tools. However, when it comes to removing stumps, there's no need to take shortcuts. The temptation to use a pickup truck with a ball hitch to yank out a stubborn stump is something we've all seen before. But in reality, this isn't a safe or effective method. The ball hitch wasn't designed for the kind of shock load that comes with pulling stumps, and attempting it could lead to serious damage to both the truck and the person doing the work.
Naciski to nenavio, no.
Bačáček.
Taking the time to set up proper rigging and use the right tools will always be the safest and most efficient approach. Moving forward, let's talk about precision work. When felling large trees, it's not just about strength. It's about having the right tools and using them skillfully. For professionals who deal with the largest, toughest timber, having the right chainsaw makes all the difference. These heavy-duty saws are designed to tackle even the most stubborn wood, and with the right technique, they make the process safe and efficient. As we look at the machinery that's designed for processing large volumes of material, we see the incredible efficiency that's now possible. Machines are now capable of chewing through vast amount of timber in just hours. What once took days or weeks can now be done in a fraction of the time, revolutionizing the way logging companies operate. These machines are the backbone of the industry, transforming the way timber is processed and allowing for higher output with less effort. In the world of woodworking, efficiency and precision are crucial. Whether it's cutting, splitting, or grinding, the goal is to get the job done quickly without sacrificing safety or quality. The tools and machinery used in today's forestry operations reflect these demands, combining raw power with cutting-edge technology to tackle the toughest jobs. Of course, it's not just about the machines. It's also about the people who operate them. The skill involved in loading massive logging trucks is something many take for granted. But it's not just about picking up logs and throwing them onto a truck. It's about balance, precision, and experience. Operators have honed their craft over years, learning how to expertly load each log with care and attention. It's a perfect example of how human skill and modern machinery work hand in hand to get the job done safely and efficiently. And then there's the ingenuity of creating something from scratch. Take, for example, a craftsman who didn't buy a woodcutter. He built one. It took a lot of trial and error, but the result is a machine that works smoothly and safely. This kind of innovation is what drives progress in the industry, and it's a great reminder that sometimes the best solution is the one you create yourself. The world of logging is filled with breathtaking moments, from navigating raging rivers to traveling through rugged, remote terrains. Whether it's hauling logs through steep mountains or crossing difficult rivers, these operations require incredible skill, precision, and nerves of steel. Every task is a reminder of the toughness required to succeed in this line of work. And that's what makes the forestry industry so special. It's not just about the machines. It's about the people who work with them. It's about the teamwork, the precision, and the skill that go into every task. If there's one thing we can take away from this journey, it's the incredible power of human ingenuity and modern technology working together to achieve the impossible.